It was that cold smile on my mother's face that did it, the one she'd perfected over years of dismissing me like yesterday's news. I'd walked into her pristine living room in our quiet suburb of Willow Creek, just outside Philadelphia, clutching the folder like a weapon. The DNA results stared back at her from the coffee table, black and white proof that shattered the fragile illusion we'd all been living. But she just leaned back in her armchair, crossed her legs, and said, "You're imagining things again, Emily. Like always. Like I was still the little girl making up stories to get attention. Except this time, my brother, Alex, sitting there with his hands folded in his lap, didn't back her up. He looked at me with eyes full of regret and whispered, 'She knows. Em. We've all known.' That was the spark. The quiet betrayal that had simmered for 28 years finally ignited. And by the end of it, our family would be ashes. My name is Emily Carter. And at 28, I'd clawed my way to something like normalcy. I managed a boutique marketing firm in downtown Willow Creek, nothing flashy. But it paid the bills and kept me out of the house where I'd grown up feeling like an intruder. My mother, Susan, had always painted me as the difficult one, the drama queen who couldn't let things go. Meanwhile, Alex, 3 years older, was her golden boy, the reliable son who'd followed in Dad's footsteps as a financial advisor, married his high school sweetheart, Laura, and was talking about starting a family. Dad, John Carter, had died when I was 15. A sudden stroke while crunching numbers late at the office. After that, Mom leaned on Alex like he was her lifeline, sharing secrets and decisions that shut me out. I was the afterthought, the one she tolerated with tight-lipped smiles and barbed comments at family dinners. "Emily's just being sensitive," she'd say, rolling her eyes in front of aunts and uncles. I'd swallowed it for years, built walls through therapy sessions where I unpacked the rejection, the constant feeling of not belonging. I'd limited contact to obligatory visits, convinced myself I was fine. Until that summons 3 weeks ago. She'd called me over like I was reporting for duty, no warmth. Just, "We need to talk." When I got there, Alex was already ensconced in Dad's old recliner, scrolling his phone to avoid the tension. Mom stood by the mantel, clutching a sheaf of legal papers, her reading glasses slipping down her nose. "I'm revising the will," she announced flatly. "Alex gets the house, the executor role, everything substantial. For you, Emily, $15,000. That should suffice." Suffice? The estate was worth over $1 million, the colonial home in Willow Creek, Dad's investments from his accounting days, her pension from teaching elementary school. Alex would inherit the legacy. I'd get a pity handout. "Mom." "Why?" I pressed, my voice cracking despite my resolve. She waved it off. "Alex has responsibilities. A wife. Future kids. You're independent. Emily. No need to complicate things. Complications." That's what I was to her, a snag in her perfect narrative. Alex wouldn't meet my eyes, just muttered something about it being fair. That night, the pieces started falling into place. Unbidden memories flooding back like a dam breaking slow. Why no baby photos of Mom pregnant with me, but albums full of her glowing with Alex? Why Dad's relatives, uncles from Ohio, always warmer with him, treating me like a polite stranger? Why family stories about heritage always veered off when I asked too much? It gnawed at me, that outsider feeling I'd buried deep. The next day, fueled by a mix of hurt and defiance, I ordered DNA kits, Ancestry, 23andMe, the works. If I was crazy, like Mom always implied, the science would prove it. But in my gut, that quiet place where truth hides from denial, I knew the family portrait was cracked. I started journaling the oddities, the the hushed conversations that stopped when I entered rooms. Mom's flinches when I resembled someone she wouldn't name. Alex's protective glances that felt more like pity. 2 days later, I snuck back to the house while Mom was at her bridge club. The air felt heavier alone, like the walls were whispering secrets they'd held too long. Dad's study was now her sewing room, but his old file cabinet remained, locked against prying eyes. I'd learned to jimmy locks in college after too many late-night lockouts with roommates. Inside, amid tax forms and deeds, the bottom drawer held a faded envelope labeled "Confidential" in Dad's precise script. My pulse thundered as I opened it, a snapshot of Mom at a corporate holiday mixer with a stranger tall, sharp-jawed, laughing too close. A bill from a fertility center dated 2 years before my birth. And a note, Robert Hayes, 1995 to 1996. Susan unaware I know. Robert Hayes. The name hit like a shadow. And the dates, my birth year, sealed it. I snapped photos, replaced everything, and slipped out, heart racing. On the way, I bumped into old Mrs. Harlow, the neighbor who'd watched us grow up, walking her terrier. Emily, how's your mom holding up since the anniversary? She asked innocently. Anniversary? Oh, you know, when your dad finalized the adoption. She trailed off, cheeks flushing. I mean, their wedding anniversary. Dear. Silly me. But their anniversary was in fall, not spring. She scurried away, leaving me reeling. That evening, I confronted Alex over the phone. Ever hear of Robert Hayes? Silence stretched. Why dig this up? So he knew. Drop it for Mom's sake. His words fueled the fire. And mine? Don't I deserve the truth? He sighed. Dad loved you. Let that be enough. Not he was your dad, but he loved you. Subtle. But it cut deep. I spat back. Interesting phrasing, and he hung up. That night, I prepped the DNA samples, sealing them like I was closing a chapter on doubt. Pandora's box be damned, I'd been the family outcast too long. The wait was torture. Each day a slow build of anxiety. I drowned in work, pitching campaigns till midnight to silence the what-ifs. I built family trees online, spotting gaps in Mom's history, her maiden name Ellis, but conflicting birthplaces for her parents. Forums buzzed with tales of non-paternity events, clinical lingo for life-altering bombshells, affairs, adoptions, hidden pains. On day 17, Ancestry pinged. In my car, rain pattering the windshield. I logged in. Ethnicity, Irish-German mix. No surprises. Matches, Alex as half-sibling. 1,650 centimorgans shared. Half. Not full. Cousins from Mom's side. Then strangers Morrison? No. Hayes. Blackwell. Reed. A second cousin. Thomas Hayes. 210 cm. I messaged, hi. We're matches. Researching family, Noah Robert Hayes. His reply came fast, Uncle Rob. Retired in D.C. Worked Philly mid-90s. Call if you want details. My bio dad was alive. A ghost made flesh. The other tests confirmed it. No DNA linked to John Carter. I pored over Robert's old firm, Hayes Logistics, finding 95 newsletters with his photo, same angular chin I hated in mirrors. Mom in the background at events. LinkedIn, 63. Married to Elaine for 32 years. Kids, Sarah, Brian, Nicole. Half-siblings in Virginia. Oblivious. The anger built. A slow boil from ember to blaze. I was the secret shame. The affair child Dad had shouldered. His note said Mom didn't know he knew, decades of deception. Alex? He'd known since Dad's death. Or longer. The will change screamed cover up. I compiled it all. Prints. Profiles. Timelines. Evidence for the confrontation brewing. I picked a quiet Sunday, when Mom's post-church whine softened her edges. Texted Alex, talking to Mom about DNA today. Be there. He begged off. But his car was parked when I arrived. They sat rigid, like defendants awaiting verdict. You've been snooping, Mom accused. I laid out the results. Half-siblings with Alex. No match to Dad. She scoffed. Faulty tests. I showed Robert's photo. Then explained this. Her pallor betrayed her. Delusions. Emily. But Alex cracked, since Dad died. He left a letter. 13 years of silence. We protected you, Mom claimed. No, protected her image. She confessed. Robert was a fling. Marriage rocky. Ended when pregnant. Let John think fertility worked. But Dad knew. Pieced it from clinic calls. Chose silence and love. The room thickened with unspoken regrets. Everyone knew but me, I whispered. The betrayal twisting like a knife. I stormed out, vowing distance. Called my friend Mia, a reporter for the Philly Daily News. Over coffee in her cluttered loft. I spilled it. She dug Robert's Philly office near Mom's school admin job. 94 divorce. Event photos too intimate. A courthouse contact unearthed a sealed 96 paternity suit, Hayes versus Ellis, withdrawn. He'd fought, then backed off. Mia found Mom's temp replacement. Affair was office gossip. Susan planned to leave John, but his ex threatened custody war. John confronted Robert, raised the kids stable. No scandal. Updates in exchange. Deals struck in shadows. My life bartered. Saw the wedding photo, Robert lurking in back at Alex's. He'd been watching. Messaged him on LinkedIn. I'm your daughter via DNA. Just want truth. Met Alex next day at a diner. He admitted contact. Robert checks in. Dad's deal, no direct till 25 or you find out. Mom threatened ruin post-dad. Handed Dad's letter. Chose to raise her. Love over blood. Protect from Mom's guilt. Tears came. Grief for the man who'd chosen me. Met the temp. Confirmed the bargains. The walk away for stability. Pain layered on pain. Everyone's choices costing me identity. Messaged Robert. He agreed to meet. Weekly coffees built fragile ties. He shared kid photos. Affair regrets. Dad's yearly updates. Mom's 60th loomed, a gala at Willow Creek Country Club. Perfect for reckoning. Mia helped plan, toast to truth. The club glittered. 70 guests toasting Susan's facade. Speeches flowed, mine last. To family stories I began. Voice study. Pulled evidence, fertility myth? Affair with Robert Hayes. DNA proves it. Gasps. Mom hissed denial. Alex stood, it's true. Dad knew. Loved anyway. I revealed the suit. Threats. Years of punishment for her shame. You stole my worth. Toasted, to honesty you denied me. Walked out. Chaos erupting. Aftermath. Mom fled to aunts in Florida. Social circle shredded. Alex's marriage strained. Then strengthened by truth. Texts regular. Burdens shared. Robert gifted a locket from my birth. Waited to give it. Forgave. But distanced Mom. Moved to D.C. Office branch, fresh start. Email from her, forgiveness plea. Replied, forgiven. Not forgotten. New apartment held no shadows. Dinner with Mia introduced a date, steps into unscripted life. Truth scarred. But freed me from her shame. I emerged not broken, but whole, survivor of silences that nearly swallowed me. The price? A family redefined. But mine on my terms.